Young Claps in the building. Let's go, bro. Yeah, you know, I finally found out what that thing is called.
What is it called?
It's called a slate.
Okay. Sounds right.
Yeah?
Yeah, slate. And then it has like the name of the show.
Yeah. Scene 7.
Producer name,
Yeah.
director.
Yeah. I think I should get one of those. Got to see how much it costs and just have it.
Probably not that much.
Yeah. Gift.
Yo, your birthday's coming up.
Yeah, bro. 2 weeks.
Yo.
Real one's on the 11th.
30?
30.
Yo.
Wild.
Fuck it. Yo, honestly, 30 is the new 20.
That's what I've heard. I've been listening to that Jay-Z song, 30-something.
Yo, do you feel 30?
No.
What does that mean, right?
I don't know.
I think about it too.
I physically feel better
than you were before.
Than I did like 5 years ago.
Yep.
Without
a doubt. That's the right answer.
Way more active, way better shape, eating better. Bro, eating better really was the biggest game changer.
It changes your life in terms of when you eat better, it affects your life in other ways. Like it's easier for you to wake up in the morning. And now it sounds stupid, but when you're trying to wake up early in the morning and get on a schedule and get on a routine, I want to go to the gym 6:30 in the morning every day. Check your diet the day before. I'm telling you.
It drains your energy when you eat like shit.
Yeah.
Especially when you eat clean. Like my buddy Nick, shouts to him. He's he built a gym up in Rochester. One of my best friends from college, and he put me on this like meal plan, and he allows me 3 cheat meals a week. The only rule is don't do it on back-to-back days or back-to-back meals. So for example, every Wednesday morning, bacon, egg, no cheese. I don't like cheese really unless it's on a cheeseburger, but bacon and eggs on a croissant.
Oh, nice.
You know what I'm saying? Get a little, toast that shit, a little butter, lube that up
Nice.
You know? But for lunch that day, don't have pizza, bro. Go back to your thing. Then Friday night, I try to leave Saturday nights because there's usually a card every weekend or I'm drinking beers. It's like, yo, the Saturday night, I'm going to have some wild shit. But it shocks your system, and that's a good thing to do.
Nice.
And there's like a lot of like weird nerdy shit that goes into it. But for the most part, like I try to do that. Like, but yo, to answer your initial question, nah, bro, I feel good. I feel sharp. I feel wiser, right? Like it like fine wine, right? You get better with time.
J-Lo.
But yeah, great girl. I mean, Mount Rushmore for sure.
Just talk about someone that's gotten better with age.
Yeah. So yeah, man. But to answer your question, nah, I feel kind of regular.
That's fire.
Good to see you again. Even though you haven't gone
It's been a
nowhere.
while.
Technically, you've been sitting here now for about an hour and a half.
I'm hyped to do the People's Pod because that was probably when we were doing the show. Those were probably one of my more favorite episodes to do.
So random.
Engaging with the listeners.
Yeah.
Topics that you may not generally discuss, which is fun. So yeah, this is awesome. I can't wait.
So People's Podcast, we tweet out a link. We get some questions from there. But mostly top priority is the members of the Discord. You get in on the Discord by being a Patreon member. Come on, son. How effortless was that, dude? Come on, man.
Patreon.com/
Veterans Minimum, baby.
Nice.
$5 a month. You get extra episodes. You get the 6-packs. You get tables, ladders, and chairs. You get it all.
Real quickly, Joe Budden is now on Patreon.
Yeah.
Joe Budden left Spotify, went to Patreon. I don't know what happened. Nonetheless, he's on Patreon now, which is pretty cool.
There's a lot of people that their entire livelihood and the money they make is all Patreon. It's a beautiful idea.
I think they actually gave him like equity stake in the company in Patreon. Joe Budden.
Probably.
Yeah. Another podcast that I've been listening to a lot lately. We were talking about that before. Like I've been listening to a lot of podcasts lately.
What podcast do you listen to?
Dan Le Batard every day. I listen to No Dunks. It's the Athletics. It's a basketball podcast by The Athletic. Mm-hmm. But these guys are they used to be on NBA TV. They used to be called The Starters.
Oh shit, I remember those guys.
They left. I don't know if they left or NBA TV cut.
They moved on.
They moved on. They moved over to The Athletic. Now they have their own podcast called No Dunks. Sensational podcast. I mentioned Dan Le Batard. Joe Rogan I've been listening to a decent amount. And the Joe Budden podcast. Those are some of the staples. And then I listen to your show, of course. But
just pulled on the heartstrings right there, brother.
Of course. So yeah, definitely been listening to a decent amount more.
Bro, I had the +1 on the show too. Got some nice feedback on there. People enjoyed that. Acting Life, very unique conversation. Actually, so I was asked to send some of my best work, and I do feel like I'm in a creative space right now where I am putting together some of my best work.
Nice.
And from feedback I'm getting, and also like I'm a very honest, judge of my own character. Like, I like to admit when I'm wrong. I like to say that men try to be right as opposed to trying to get things right. And I'm quick to admit my flaws. And when I get an L, I like to admit it too. One of the reasons why I'm so close with you and I like you a lot is because you're always like, yeah,
Straight
you're a dick there.
Straight shooter, man. You got to be.
You
like
have
that.
to be. You have to be. And that's why, like, there's certain people, and I talked about this with your lady too, how there's certain people that they come at you with a place of care and love, and there are other people that are you're just a hater, bro.
Facts.
Like when Alan checked me with the pod that I did with the doctor, he's like, yo, I loved it. The insight was great, but like, bro, you dominated that whole conversation. I wanted to hear more of her. He comes from a different background, and I know his intentions are always smooth. So I wasn't like, oh, fuck you, man. You're a piece of shit. It's like, no, you're right.
I appreciate the valuable feedback.
And also, because I'm so honest with my work and myself, when I was editing the pod, I was like, damn, son, I talked a lot. So it was good to hear, and it's good to have people like that in your corner.
Yeah. I think you make a note and you improve next time.
Yeah, of course, of course. I actually have a question about you, because I told them that you were going to be on.
For you?
No, for you.
Oh, all right, nice.
So it's like from Shouts to Piz from the Discord. He goes, since you had his +1 recently on the pod, how about how he met her? Because the real OGs remember 718. You already know. ... Your boy is single.
Yo, so all right, I'll break it down really quickly. I went to college with Samantha, and we were in the same acting class. I used to act when I was younger. I was a theater minor, and I met her in acting class, and she continued to act.
Do you want me to play like violin music
No.
this time?
It's short and sweet. We met in acting class. We dated in college, and then we broke up. And then a year ago, or a little over a year ago, she randomly moved to Astoria. She just texted me out of the blue, hey, I moved to Astoria. And that's it. Kind of nuts. But yeah, we met in college in acting class, and she continued, and she's on TV, so that's pretty cool.
And what'd you continue?
I'm here, baby. I'm here, baby. I'm here.
Let's go, man. I love it. I'm a big fan of her. I told you about that a while ago. So she's cool people, and I appreciated the pod I did with her. All right, man. Let's dive into some of these questions. Jordan Riley, what do you think about players getting pulled from games minutes before tip-off? Is it fair to the player? Is it the right thing to do, considering the players are probably tested multiple times throughout the week and day? This is the NBA fiasco that's been going on. Durant getting pulled after the game starts. Curry just walking off the court. You've had the incidents where like the Spurs missed 9 guys out of nowhere, basically a G League team. How do you feel about this happening?
You can't deal. If there's a major outbreak, the season gets a wrench thrown into it. You remember what happened to the Marlins in baseball? The whole team had fucking COVID.
I remember they had only played like 12 games. The rest of the league played like 27.
Look, everyone knew going into the season this was going to be a very strange and bizarre season. I just think you have to roll with the punches. Try your best to stay afloat and just get to the playoffs. That's my mindset here. I understand like the micro doesn't look great at times, right? Where these guys are getting pulled mid-game, but it's for the greater good. Get to the playoffs.
And also, it's not like it only happens to the Nets or the Warriors. Like, everyone is dealing with this circumstance and this situation. Some cities, based on their rules and regulations and what they are allowing, is completely different, which we get. But I think everyone has the same hand that they've been dealt.
I thought the question was going to go towards the Draymond Green, Andre Drummond fiasco where they're about to trade Drummond supposedly, so they didn't want him to get hurt. And so they pulled him, and then Draymond did the post-game interview where he was just like, yo, I want to just say something. It's all bullshit how these teams can just tell you that you're not playing and you got to stay in shape and you got to be ready and you got to do the interviews, but you demand a trade, like how he was referencing James Harden. He's like, but James demands a trade, and he's vilified. And I feel him on that ridiculously in so many ways and on so many levels. And if not for anything, for this season in particular, where these guys are isolated, they're not seeing their families, they're locked in rooms, they're distancing themselves, they're wearing masks all day. you got to think that the one thing that they're looking forward to is actually playing basketball. And now you're taking the one thing that they love, or one of the few things that they love. Oh, wait, they probably love their family. They're not around either. Like, there's so many factors going into the season to just basically, it's a double standard. And so I feel Draymond on that. That's where I thought he was going, and I wanted to touch on that too.
No, but think about like in baseball too. How many times have you seen a dude in center field just get fucking pulled out because he got traded in the 6th inning?
Yeah.
Like I think that's the craziest shit, bro. Yeah. Wasn't it Juan Lagares on the Mets?
Yeah, but then he actually wound up not getting traded.
But they still pulled him from the game.
Yeah.
I think Adam Jones too.
No, was it Juan Lagares?
It was someone on the Mets.
It was Wilmer Flores.
That's who it was.
But then he didn't get traded, and then he wound up hitting a home run like the next day.
But with the NBA, like I think you've seen that happen a lot, and yo, I agree with Draymond Green a lot because you see that shit happen all the time.
It's fucked up.
When the player wants something better for him, he's a villain. He's an asshole. He cares about himself. But when the team does it, it's like, oh, it's what's best for business, like Triple H would say.
Yep. So,
all right, this one comes in from Justin08, not to be confused with Justin 05, 6, or 07. As someone who works directly with COVID testing, I think the NBA's COVID testing protocols are very lackluster. How do you guys think the NBA is doing regarding COVID this season? A little bit of a combination between the two questions. Justin, also, I would love to hear
what you do.
Exactly what you do, yeah.
That'd be awesome.
And if you could come to New York and test us for free, that'd be fucking fantastic. I'll do a people's pod with you.
I mean,
not kidding, by the way, being honest. I paid fucking $160.
Damn.
And I waited 6
There's
hours.
places you could go for free.
I know. So what I did, like an asshole, I went out to this one fucking place in Long Island because it was going to be quicker. So I'm like, yo, you know what? I don't mind paying if I'm going to get my results in like a half hour. Or I'm not going to wait online. Go over there, private institution. I get fucking gangbanged twice.
Nah, LaGuardia Airport.
I know. Or even like some of these like City MD places. You just got to wait. So next time, like I've gotten tested 3 times since then.
I actually got tested this morning. It took me 40 minutes. You want to know why I got tested this morning? Because I'm going to the Knicks game on Saturday.
Yo, let's go. Fans in the building.
2,000 and I'm one of them, baby.
Let's go. Yo, did you have to pay extra for those?
I can't tell. My roommate and I were going, shouts to Mad B. We can't tell if the tickets are cheaper or more expensive. Like, we don't know. What I mean by that is in relation to if the Garden was packed. Like, are they upcharging them because there's less fans?
I feel like that's the case.
I don't know. They're doing a great job, though. Let me tell you one thing. There's a lot of rules and regulations. You have to get temperature checked when you walk in. You need a negative COVID test, PCR not rapid, 72 hours before. Yeah. PCR
Whoa, that's new to me. I didn't know this.
Before you walk in the door, you need a 72 hours from game day. So I had to go today, or I could have, in theory, went tomorrow.
Or Friday, yeah. But better
Friday, you're cutting it close because you may not got the PCR results back. Remember, PCR is different. So they're taking a lot of precautions. But what I do like is, and I couldn't believe this, if you test positive or your temperature is too high, XYZ, they'll actually give you a refund. I thought, oh, you buy the tickets, you test positive, that's your fault. But nah, they're doing a good job of kind of saying, look, this is an experience. People are going to be feeling uncomfortable at the beginning. We want to make this as carefree as possible. So let's hook them up. So
I'll be completely honest with you. That wasn't a worry for me. Like, I was going to go to games. I'm trying to go to games.
Of course.
I love this even more for people that do feel uncomfortable.
Exactly.
Right? Do I think I'm invincible? No, but I do feel like COVID isn't a worry for me personally. I'm worried about me getting it and then giving it to my family members and shit, which, you know, my mom had a little bit of a COVID scare for like 3 days. It got a little crazy, but now she's okay. So, like, from that perspective, I just care about so many other people. And dude, I've gotten tested since January 12th, the first time I got tested. I've gotten tested 4 times because every week I have 3-4 people coming in here or hanging out. You know, I go to Josh's for UFC. I don't want to do that. And I also work in the city, so I interact with a lot of people. So it's just like being courteous and caring about others.
We're kind of off topic, but we're talking about the NBA and COVID and being tested, at least for the arenas and stuff. So I think they're doing a pretty solid job, man. Like, I think so. Of course, games are going to be postponed, but those are kind of the necessary evils, or those are the necessary outcomes that are tied to this season. And I'm just happy to watch basketball again, man. Like, I'll never forget the first game in the bubble. Like, I was so happy to watch basketball. It was like in the afternoon, if I'm not mistaken.
Which was lit, because you had games from like 1 o'clock until midnight and some.
Yo, man, we're living in a pandemic. the numbers are getting skewed in the right way. Thank God, we're trending in the right direction. But still, man, you never know. So I'm just thankful to be able to watch. I can't criticize the league in terms of testing and they're getting tested too much or not enough. Just get to the playoffs and we'll figure it out from there. Good question though.
Yeah, great question. And I mean, you gave the best answers to that, so I don't even want to chime in because that was, honestly, I didn't know about all that. So I think a lot of people are going to be feeling a little bit better about this too. And a question, is that only for the Garden or is that like league wide?
If I'm not mistaken, each state has their own individual protocol, but New York is one of them.
You think Miami's just like, yo, just show up and get loud?
Nah, most states, probably be Atlanta to Georgia too. I'm really excited. Everything is sectioned off, so you won't be sitting near anyone else. You have to wear a mask unless you're at your seat eating. They're taking all of the right steps. I can't wait to be in the Garden. And one of the reasons why I'm doing this is because how often am I ever going to experience Madison Square Garden with 2,000 people in it? Any of these games that you guys could go to, guys and gals could go to, think about the experience because it's like you're going to be in an empty arena. It's almost as if you're watching practice. 2,000 fans is a lot, but it's also a fraction of what would be there normally. So
it's going to look like a pregame warm-up.
You can hear guys talking shit to each other. You're going to be able to hear the ball bounce. You're going to be able to hear the coaches yelling. I mean, yells anyway. But
how are they spacing you out? Have you seen like a map or anything?
I mean, I just know that the section you can't buy a ticket in the same section as someone else. So we're going to be sitting in I think 209. The next section is like 213. So you're going to have tons of space behind, between people and it's a no-brainer. I was thinking pockets of the stadiums and arenas to groups of people. So this is kind of similar in a sense that if you go with, 2 people, 3 people, no one else can sit near you. And so
who do they play Saturday?
They play the Pacers.
Okay.
But we can go to another game. They're playing the Kings this Thursday. Tomorrow they're playing the Kings. Those tickets are like $100 for and then the thing is they're really good seats. You know what I mean? So and then Saturday night's the Pacers, and that's a little bit more expensive because it's Saturday night. But
right.
Definitely,
man. That's pretty dope.
Man. Yeah.
That's pretty dope. Okay, this one is for you. Early prediction for next season's MVP NFL.
Yo, Josh Allen.
Bro, Josh Allen. I called you a clown. I said, stop. 40-1. I think he finished top 5.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if he finished top 3. This is tough. MVP for next year.
I got a good one.
Give me yours.
Justin Herbert. Second year.
That's the path.
That's the path, bro.
Recipe.
Bro, even Kyler Murray up until week 10, he was, especially after the Hail Murray.
He got injured.
He got hurt, yeah. He got hurt
running the same.
and it derailed him a bit. But it's that second year, man. And new coaching staff. He got the weapons. I think.
Man, that's tough. Put me on the spot. I don't know. I need to think. I want to think about this because I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah, this is your thing.
What do you think about Kyler Murray again?
Not against it.
Run it back?
Not against it. I do think Kingsbury holds them back. For as good as a relationship he has with Murray, I do think that ultimately he'll be the fall guy there.
Okay.
So he a little hesitant, but I like Herbert, man. And we were talking about him on the drive over here. Non QB, which is going to be hard because if you didn't give it to Derrick Henry this year, when are you going to give it to him? And I know Rodgers had an absolutely fucking absurd season, but 2,000 yards, bro, and carrying that Titans team, I think
they were a wild card team, right?
No, they won the division.
Titans?
Yeah, okay. The Colts were the wild card.
Right, you're right.
So I think, if I have the number 1 pick in our fantasy draft, I might take Saquon Barkley.
Yo, I'm not just saying this, but what if Carson Wentz wins MVP next year? I think Carson Wentz is going to have a good season. He may not have a great season.
Well, the thing is with them, they're so run heavy. I don't know if we'll have the numbers for it. Wentz, I see Carson Wentz as a 28-11 guy.
He is going to...
That's touchdowns to interceptions.
Yeah, he's not going to be asked to do as much. And the supporting cast is way better.
Not even close.
Way better.
And you have that relationship.
Defense is better.
You have that relationship with the coach.
Yep.
That's an interesting one. We might have to take a look at those odds.
I mean, I said that was the tone I had when I said
just get a little wetness.
revenge tour.
Yeah, revenge. Why
Look,
not?
man, Carson Wentz is extremely talented.
I love Carson Wentz.
So like,
I like him even more now that I can actually root for him way more now that he's not an
out
Eagle.
of the division.
Yeah.
So I just think it's interesting. But you're right. He won't put the stats up.
This one is from Rune. How short is the leash next NFL season on someone like Daniel Jones? I'm kind of over him at this point. Okay.
You should have been done with him when you drafted him.
I wanted him to be something so bad. Look, my personal issue with Daniel Jones is there hasn't been any growth. And what I mean by that is it's still the same mistake over and over again. You're being dragged down. You're trying to force a pass to Slayton in double coverage. He gets picked off. Like, I'll give you those mistakes, bro, if it's year one and it's your third start. But when it's year two and you've been starting for so long, and did I overrate this offense coming in? I was saying wild shit like, yo, outside of Kansas City, I don't know if I'm taking another skill position.
Yeah, I remember.
You know, like, fuck, yo. I told my buddy Stephon on. I was like, yo, you want to hear a bad take? I told him, and he's like, was this when they had OBJ? I was like, nah, this was like before this summer. He's like, oh, God.
Bad.
Oh, God, that's bad. Yeah, but, you know, I liked Ingram. I like Tate, Shepard,
Slayton.
Barkley, Slayton. Like, I like the combination of all those guys. With that being said, I think with Daniel Jones, my biggest issue is you're still making the same mistakes. You're still making second, third, fourth game start mistakes, and there hasn't been any growth. And, you know, they were the 15th best offense in the NFC last year. There's 16 teams in the NFC. So with him, I think the leash is he's going to probably play this whole season because there's no plans on bringing anyone in. There are some rumors, but it's like you're really reaching on like the Jimmy G, Watson kind of stuff. It's just they're not going to get a guy like Watson. You know me, bro. I do a lot of inappropriate shit to get Watson on the Giants.
I think he's only said he'll go to 3 teams now, right, Watson?
Yeah.
So
it's Miami, it's the Jets,
Carolina.
So I think the leash on Daniel Jones is going to be the entire season, and then from there you'd have to move on.
Everything that you were saying about Daniel Jones like really reminds me of Sam Darnold.
No, I think Sam Darnold.
No, just the mistakes, making the same mistakes over and over again.
Yeah, for sure. I would not give up on Sam Darnold.
So you would trade the pick?
I would trade the pick or move back. Yeah, trade down. Bro, what has he had? The Giants have had a way better. So my whole take coming into this past season played out the way it did. Daniel Jones versus Sam Darnold, the two New York guys. Daniel Jones had the better pieces around him to be successful. Sam Darnold didn't. I think Sam Darnold is the better quarterback of the two.
Yes.
But it wasn't going to translate this year because of the bad offensive line. Like, Becton is dope.
No receivers.
But Jamison Crowder is your best receiver. I like Mims, but he was in and out the lineup. What did he play, like 9 games, I think?
He missed the first few games.
Herndon became like, Herndon, if he, like, now with no Gase, Herndon's going to catch like 70 passes. Or he's going to go to like Carolina and be a Pro Bowler. Like, that's just the MO of guys that leave Adam Gase. So I wouldn't give up on Sam Darnold. I would prefer him over Daniel Jones without a doubt.
For sure.
Bro, Sam Darnold's younger than Joe Burrow, dude.
Yeah, and this kid's Zach Wilson, though, man. I'm licking my chops.
Yeah,
Licking
team Zach Wilson. I like Zach. I like Zach a lot. Yeah. He fits the mold of the guy that I like. Elevates a team that's not a powerhouse. BYU.
He makes some crazy throws off balance.
No looks.
Out of the pocket. Crazy arm windows. There's a lot of rumblings now that people have Zach Wilson rated higher than Trevor Lawrence.
Let's not get too crazy.
I know, but the fact that people are even saying that.
Well, now Trevor Lawrence is hurt. He's going to not be active for about 6 weeks. He had like some injury.
He's still going one. It's no debate.
Yeah.
I just think it's interesting because everything over the past how many seasons was Trevor Lawrence can't miss. And that's not to say he's not a can't miss, but I do think it's interesting that people are rating Zach Wilson higher now that they're looking at all the tape. So,
this question comes from Poseidon898. This is from Twitter. This might be one of the greatest questions we've ever gotten here. Should kickers have walk-up songs like in baseball?
It's the best one we got. The answer is yes. That would be so dope.
Yo, what would be your walk-up?
Dano.
Ooh, Shawty Low. Yo. That shit is a banger, bro.
Because they know I'm hitting the kick.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, he died?
Yeah, he passed away, bro.
Damn. Rest in peace, Shawty Low.
Yo, hold on. Let me just confirm because that would be crazy. But
you just...
yeah, September 21, 2016, bro.
Damn.
Carlos Rico Walker.
It's a GOAT. There's a video of...
he was in D4L.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Laffy Taffy?
And yeah, Laffy Taffy.
Of Laffy Taffy fame?
He initially came to prominence, bar by the way, as a founding member of Southern hip-hop group D4L.
That's dope.
The group reached national status in 2005 with their hit single, Laffy Taffy.
Dun, dun, dun.
And then his solo career debuted with arguably one of the best hip-hop records of his generation, They Know. Died in a car accident.
No. The remix is tough, too, with Lil Wayne. But... yeah, I think it definitely would be They Know. And the only reason, like, I thought about that song recently, I mean, I listen to it occasionally, don't get me wrong, but...
It's in my gym rotation.
So there's... when Biden won president and they did the not the inauguration, but when Biden...
I saw this video of the walk-up, right? Oh, my
When Biden won the next night or the night of, whatever, there's the video of him running.
Yeah.
And someone was like, yo, can someone just, like, put Shorty Low They Know on this video? So he's running out to it. And I was like... yeah, you know, running into the go kick a ball. So yeah, that would be mine. What would be yours?
If I was a UFC fighter, my walkout would be New York State of Mind by Nas.
Nice.
So I feel like that one would be the same one.
That's a good one.
That one is like so many bars. Just dude, when I go running, I'll run by his mural in Queensbridge.
21st Street.
Yeah.
Tough.
Super popping. What a question.
That was a good one.
What a good fucking question.
Someone tagged Pat McAfee because Pat McAfee's team, special teams, like he always loves the kickers and he always gives them mad praise and love.
For the brand.
For the brand, yeah. So someone else tagged him on that question. Great question.
Okay, this is the last one. I know we sped through this, but these are all the questions that we got on this one. This one comes from Bernsey. Would you be open to the NFL doing half of the games on Saturdays and half of the games on Sundays at some point in the future? If no, would you rather come up, you know what I'm saying, with a different schedule altogether that you think works better, or keep the one that they have now with Monday and Thursday night footballs?
You can't play on Saturday because of college football.
Right.
There's people that... I don't want to say that there's people that don't watch the NFL, but there are people that watch a lot more college football than they watch NFL. There's certain markets and there's certain cities where teams aren't in, like think about Alabama. I know that's a layup, but like think about Alabama, right? Like there's no professional team there. So you can't get rid of college football on Saturdays. It's a staple. Can you get creative with games during the week somehow? Yeah. But again, you would have to be strategic in terms of bye weeks, right? That would kind of be the thing where you can't play. If you want to play a game on a Wednesday, then next week that they have must be a bye week. So absolutely, I would love football every day. But every day is a stretch. What is it? It's Monday, Sunday, and Thursday right now?
Mm-hmm.
I think you could fit one more night in somehow. I just don't know if Saturday's the answer, though, Bernsey. How about you?
I kind of like it how it is, man.
Yeah, it has its own day. Never forget, there's that old saying, football is played at 1 o'clock on Sundays so that people could go to church in the morning. But it's the other way around. They make church in the morning so people go watch football in the afternoon.
Bro, it's just cool to how trash would Sundays be in the winter if there was no football?